Hello and welcome to this special edition, this special episode of Bookstars. And you might be wondering why this person is sitting here and interviewing somebody. Since last 1 year on Goa Stories, what we have been doing is documenting Goa. And suddenly, I am interviewing a person who has been very much familiar to the screens. Today, while I'm interviewing him, whether to call him a guest is a big question mark for me basically, because he has been hosting immense shows. The number of shows and episodes he has hosted on Goan television basically, he's an inspiration to me. But while documenting stories the whole last 1 year, we have been a frequent visitor to his place and we have disturbed him too many times. And this time around, sir, what to say? Shall I say welcome back, welcome, or what? We have with us an eminent personality from Goa who's a history lover, is heritage promoter, and founder of hands-on historian group, Mr. Sanjeev Sardesai. And he's here for a very special reason, to basically speak on this book. This book, named, very uniquely named, Ta Mi Janai, which sounds a bit Japanese but is not. And here we have him. Let's talk to him about this book. Sir, what is Ta Mi Janai?
Thank you so much for hosting me. The whole concept of mine when I picked up this book to write was to portray the beautiful assets that are there about heritage to the people all over the world, whether they are Goans, whether they are Indians, or whether there is anybody else. I wanted to tell them that my language, my mother tongue, आमची कोंकणी जी भास आसा, has got 34 dialects. It is spoken by 34 different ways by people. And Ta Mi Janai is a salute to one of the dialect spoken in Pedne area, though I have covered all the other places. Pedne area, because ek story asa bhitar, which is on this topic. Ta Mi Janai means I know it all. It was basically to also tell the people that आमी गोंयकार गोंयान जावन we take it for granted that we know everything about Goa, which may not be true. So somebody has to remind them that though we know it all, there is a need to go and see it all.
Okay. So what should one expect in this book?
Two things. One, what I feel and I expect is a connect to the various places in Goa through the stories inside, because each story is related to different villages of Goa. I had kept my mind on those Goans who have gone out of Goa, whether in India or abroad. They have settled over there, and I am happy for all of them. But their children, the Gen Z, what is in fashion right now, or आमी कोंकणीन म्हणटा नवी पिळगी, they are totally disconnected. Yes, part of them may be knowing Goa, but most of them are totally unaware about Goa. The idea here was connect Goa through all the people, through the stories. And the second part is why stories.
Correct. Because you've been documenting history, heritage.
Exactly.
I mean, since last 30, 40 odd years.
Yes.
Yeah. What made you write these stories? Yeah.
Yes. Now, stories.
Correct.
The word stories, because it has got stories, legends and myths.
Correct.
I am a strong believer in one thing. Whether it is the Indian mythology, whether it is legends that are related locally or mythology which is biblical, everything had got a meaning, in the sense our ancestors never wrote these stories just because, like me writing a book. They wrote it because they wanted a particular geological, environmental, or some scientific thing related to the betterment of society. They wanted to pass it down to the generation. If they had to tell us in the actual way what it has happened, possibly we would not have been bothered about it, because that is not my subject, forget about it. But what they did was they created stories where the grandfather would tell his son, he would tell his son, they would come down.
Passed down through the
Yes.
generation.
So
Yeah.
something, a very unique fact, scientific or theoretical fact, was wrapped up beautifully in a story, and it has passed down centuries. There was this gentleman called Galileo Galilei. Okay. Now he tried to say that the earth was round. He was made a fool. He was told that the earth is flat. Then he made the second blunder of telling the people that the sun is there and the earth is moving around. So they locked him up, saying that that you can see the sun going from that side.
Correct.
350 years later, they said, "Tu किरे सांगितले ते खऱ्या." And today we see only his hand in a glass jar in a museum. Our ancestors knew that they would face the same thing. So what they did, they left it to us. And what were the facts that were written? They were, you have got Dashavatara,
Correct.
evolution of life. Moses, I have been telling this to so many people, Moses parted the Red Sea to take people to safety. In India, the same phenomenon has been told here in a historical form, where Krishna was born. He was being taken across. यमुनेच्या दुसऱ्या कारण ताजी पळय वासुदेवाची भयण आशिल्ली तिका चली जाल्ली ती टू ब्रिंग इट डिसाइड द चाइल्ड एंड दॅट यमुना वॉज इन अ स्टॉर्म आणि वन वेव टच्ड हिज लेग and the river parted. Now here we see, there the river parted and here the river parted. So what was that geological thing that happened which made waters to part? There is a need to study. So there was something that people saw and they wrote it in their own way so that it could be accepted. The fact remains that that thing has passed down. Parshuram, we say that Parshuram shot arrows. Water went back. Now today's child who is looking at Google will make a fool out of me, telling me that how can somebody shoot arrows in water? But it was the story that was written around this that came down. And geologically what we were taught in our schools is that all the continents were down at Antarctica and because of tectonic movement they moved up. Here also what Parshuram did was he created land. So the India plate, when it smashed into the Asia plate, it went up. All the land came up. Today we have proof because though we find conch shells on top of the hills in the Sahyadri range and all. So the sea was there. Today we realize that. But how did it come to us? Is because of stories. So my stories will relate to those people, not in depth so much, but at least they will know that when they go to that village, this village is existing, number one. Number two is something that happened over there is being told.
True. So when I open the contents and I see this book, initially I can see community related mythology legends, Goan villages and related stories, food related stories which might really be interesting to people like us, family related stories, royalty related stories, animal forest stories, ghost stories, general stories. Okay, this is a vast canvas altogether. How did you collect all these stories first of all?
I didn't collect them. These stories have already been told to us. All I did was separate them when I was writing. These stories also tell us about another tragedy that is happening. म्हणजे गोंयान जे आज कितें घडटा न्ही इज वायट दिसता. द रिजन इज पयलीं आमच्यो सगळ्यो फॅमिलीज एकठांय आसताल्यो, जॉयंट फॅमिली आसताल्यो. पूण त्या घरांसून तांकां भायर सरचें कित्याक पडलें? बिकॉज फॅमिली वाडली. दे नीडेड अ बिगर हावस. कामाक लागून वचचें पडलें. भायर विलेजीन वचचें पडलें, सिटीन वचचें पडलें, नाजाल्यार देशा भायर वचचें पडलें. बट दे हॅड टू लिव आवट. आनी तेन्ना पयलीं कितें जातालें? जी सगळीं भुरगीं जीं आसतालीं, लायटी बिटी नाशिल्ल्यो, चवकी आसताली एक व्हडली, सगळ्यांक जेवण दिलें रातचें, त्या बरोबर एकटो जाणटो येवन सांगतालो, येत रे, सगळे शिनरी घालून थंय न्हिदताले. दे वूड स्लीप ऑन दोज मॅटर्स ओवर देयर.
रासवळ घरांनी
एक्झॅक्टली. एंड he would tell a story. It had a moral. Whether it was from Mahabharata, whether it was general, whether it was ghost, or whether मस्ती जर करताली जाल्यार गोष्ट सांगता. त्या बरोबर भुरगे भिवनूच न्हिदताले. आनी ह्यो सांगता म्हणसर अर्दे भितरले भुरगे न्हिदताले. सो आज प्रॉब्लम कितें जाला? ज्यो फॅमिलीज हॅव डिसअपियर्ड इन ऑल ओवर द वे, टुडे वी आर पुटिंग ऑल आवर एल्डर्स, grandfathers, grandmothers in old age homes. So along with this old people, the stories also are dying. If I may give one example, there was this dodo bird. There was a bird called a dodo. It didn't have feather, so it became easy prey. People would catch them and eat them. Now, when the dodo became extinct, along with this dodo, there was a tree that was there called a tambalocock tree. That also became extinct. Why? Is because when that tambalocock fruit used to fall, it had a seed which was very hard. It could not sprout on its own. The dodo bird liked that fruit. When it ate, it softened the hard shell.
Okay.
And then it sprouted. But that the dodo bird disappeared, the trees also disappeared. Same way, I am comparing it here. If this elder generation has disappeared, our stories also will go.
Correct.
And today, stories are intangible heritage of Goa. They tell us something very, very important. In fact, this is part 1. The second book that is going to come is also going to be as interesting as this, because there are so many stories in Goa, so many legends in Goa. खंय गेलो जाल्यार हे त्या झाडाचेर भुतां आसता, आनी खंय गेलो जाल्यार तुका भुतां येवन आनी कितें करता. दे पीपल आर टेलिंग orally. Somebody has to write it down. I have made an attempt to do it there. People are writing stories. I'm not saying no, but yes, my thing is totally to take Goa to the new generation.
Were there any challenges while हो बुक तयार करतना म्हणटाना एक तो कलेक्शन पार्ट म्हणना आतां हांव तो सेग्रिगेट करपाचो जो पार्ट आशिल्लो तातूंत तरी चॅलेंजीस
आशिल्ल्यो? सेग्रिगेशन अशें न्ही, पूण कलेक्ट करता आसतना एकूच चॅलेंज आशिल्ली. माय गोवा इज सो ब्युटिफूल. इट इज जस्ट 3,702 square kilometers of beautiful people who are living harmoniously, belonging to different faiths. It has advantages, it has got disadvantages. And that was the challenge. What was the challenge? When I wrote this, I had to keep in mind that I am not going to stamp on anybody's tail. एक अशें म्हण आसा की कुल्ल्यांचो एटिट्यूड आसता म्हणून, कोण वयर सरता जाल्यार दुसरी कुल्ली ताका ओडोवन काडटा म्हणून. मिस्टेक्स म्हणटा त्यो जाता. मिस्टेक्स आर हॅपनिंग. नथींग इज डेलिबरेट ऑन दॅट. मिस्टेक्स जाता. बट तातूंत कितें आसता, यू आर सपोज टू करेक्ट देम. बट हांवें एक पळयलां की रादर दॅन करेक्ट यू क्रिएट अ कॉन्ट्रोवर्सी. सो आय हॅड टू कीप इन मायंड दॅट आय एम नॉट गोइंग टू क्रिएट एनी कॉन्ट्रोवर्सी. कारण विथ प्रुडंट आय हॅव डन अराउंड 150+ episodes called as My Going. Till today, I can thank God and thank the Prudent staff also. Not a single episode created a controversy. Goa stories, so beautiful. It is telling you facts. So I have kept those very important principles in mind when I was writing this book. I don't want to create controversy. What I want is the genuine information should go to the people. ते वाचून they should feel, चल या आम्ही वचून पळया खरेंच आसा काय ना. There is one story there about the curse of Chandor.
The queen.
It is related to the Kadams. It relates to the annihilation of the Kadam family. And then the lady coming, the wife, finding that she's dead, and she makes a curse out of that. Father Heras found a stone. He kept it next to the chapel near the road.
Correct.
And he wove this beautiful myth around it. Today, everybody who's going in that place, search for that stone. If we don't look at this and create a hype around something, like most of our heritage assets have disappeared. दवर्नी म्हणटा ती आतां कोणाकूच पळोवंक मेळना. They were one of the most important part of our गांवकारी system and our heritage. तशें आमचे ह्यो पळय heritage आसा न्ही, if we don't make the people of Goa aware about them, then it is going to be lost. One more story is here, which is very important, very, very important. In Dona Paula, 2 statues आसा. एक ल्हान चली आसा आनी ताजो बापूय कसो इनवेरिएबली हांगाचे जे गायड्स आशिल्ले, इनफॅक्ट गायड न्ही हांगाच्यो बऱ्यो बऱ्यो कंपनी सुद्दां आशिल्ल्यो, तांणी बरयलां न्ही, तांकां आमी सांगचें पडलें की बाबा वॉट यू हॅव रिटन इज रॉंग. ये है दोना, ये है पावलो. They have no relation whatsoever to Dona Paula. Dona म्हणजे Mrs. Paula is her name. Dona Paula Amarali Menezes y Antonio Sotomayor. She was married to Sotomayor, buried in Rajbhavan. Her gravestone is there in Rajbhavan, and she owned the place. But those 2 statues, the name of those 2 statues is Image of India, the Far East Traveler. The father, a European father, telling the child that they came from the east, that is Portugal, and their eyes, the child is looking, is on the east. So they went right up to Japan. That is the story, and that was put in 1969 on 26th of January, inaugurated by the. It has no relation. So there is a need to tell the people this is the correct history of that, and if the people don't know the correct history, they cannot correct something that is being told wrong.
Okay. माझो फुडलो प्रश्न तुमचे खातीर, हू वॉज द मेजर इन्फ्लुएन्शियल फिगर फॉर यू हें बरयतना, हे सगळें कलेक्ट करतना, हो सगळो वावर करपाक सगळ्यान मोठो जर हात कोणाचो तुमच्या फाटल्यान आशिल्लो, तुमच्या माथ्यार आशिल्लो, जाल्यार कोणाचो आशिल्लो?
My grandfather. He is no more, but his influence carries down generations. He was, म्हणजे तो, ताजें नांव शांताराव सरदेसाय. He was one of the biggest writers, very powerful writer. He was working during the Portuguese time in the survey department also. But the point was, he was a literary genius. आणि जो तो पळय ते ल्हान, माय इंटरवेन्शन विथ हिम एक 6-7 वर्साचे आसतले, त्यांनी पास्ट अवे. आय वॉज व्हेरी यंग. पूण एवरी टायम आमी येवन ताका विजीट करताले, पणजे रावतालो तो, तेन्ना तो म्हाका काणी सांगतालो, मेघडंबरी आनी कितें. इट मेड अ ह्यूज इम्पॅक्ट. एंड द अदर इन्फ्लुएन्स वॉज माय मदर. सो शी ऑल्सो वूड टेल अ लॉट ऑफ स्टोरीज, बट hers were basically mythology and legends.
Okay. So in real sense, ह्यो एका जनरेशना कडल्यान, एका पिळगे कडल्यान आतां तुमचे कडेन पास ऑन जाल्या, आनी तुमचो मूळ हावेस तोच आसा की ह्यो फुडाराच्या त्या फुडल्या पिळगे कडेन वच्च्यो.
हाजो मेन मुद्दो म्हणजे कितें आसा की आय वूड वॉन्ट टू इन्स्पायर द पेरंट्स टू टेल द चिल्ड्रन दी स्टोरीज. कारण भुरग्यांनी जर वाचल्यो न्ही, इट वील जस्ट बी अ फेशिया फॉर देम. पूण आवय बापायन जर वाचले, तांकां गोंयच्या बद्दल कितें खबर आसा ते, जाल्यार तांकां ते एक्सप्लेन करून सांग मेळटा. दॅट इज द पॉयंट.
वाय डू यू थिंक द फोकलोर्स नीड टू बी डॉक्युमेंटेड लायक इन अ बुक लायक दीस? गरज कित्याक आसा? फोकलोर्स कित्याक उरपच्यो अशें तुमकां दिसता?
व्हेरी गूड क्वेश्चन तुजो, व्हेरी व्हेरी गूड क्वेश्चन. आज जेन्ना आमी फोकलोर म्हणटा, फोक टेल्स म्हणटात आनी फोक आर्ट्स म्हणटा, they are the identity of my land. Let us keep me and everybody aside. Let's look at one of the international bodies, United Nations. UNESCO has come up with a capsule, and they 2015 आमकां तांणी ब्रीफ केल्ले. They are wanting to convince the governments of the world to please document your folk tales, folk arts, folklore, because this is the intangible heritage of each and every part. The food that we eat, prepare over here, is not prepared in Africa. It is not prepared in Russia. It is something what we do here. The farming that we do, the songs that we sing, the folk arts that are there, they are our own. They give us our identity. जेन्ना आमी म्हणटा गोंयकारपण, ह्यो folklores and folk are the things that give us our गोंयकारपण. And तेंच जर आमकां कळ्ळें ना, if we are not aware of that, तर हें गोंयकारपण कशें आयलें? Yes, we will be Goan by the fact that we are born here in Goa. But गोंयकारपण हें येवचें ना. आनी गोंयकारपण जर ना एका फॉर अ गोवन, जाल्यार ताणें आपणाक गोंयकार म्हणूंक शकना.
Okay. Book was released just last month.
Yes.
How has been the response?
Very good response. In fact, this has been my approach for everything. Whether I used to do it on Prudent for my Goan and all. I prefer critical comments back again. How I can improve in future. How I can improve to convey it to the others. Appreciation is needed. Over appreciation, I feel, is not good. And today what I am getting after this particular book, see, just about a week and a half, almost about 400 books are gone.
Wow.
We are still not on Amazon, because once it is on Amazon, then it is going to be more.
Correct.
Today, the feedback that I am getting, I am not trying to praise myself. Feedback that I am getting, there are suggestions and there are appreciations. And the appreciation, what I am considering it as an appreciation. अरे म्हाका खबरूच नाशिल्लें मरे हें आसा म्हणून. Satisfaction की whatever I have put there has gone to somebody and made him realize that he was not aware about it.
Correct.
So that was the biggest.
Okay. So what should be the biggest takeaway for a reader? आमचे सारकिल्ले जे कोण आसतले जे वाचतात, or else the new readers, म्हणजे new breed of readers जे आता students फेजान जे आसात. What should be the biggest takeaway for all these readers from this book?
Yes. I mean, it's a very, very beautiful question that you have asked. This book looks like it is casual stories. When a person reads that, there are many ways, that I can convince people that in Goa we have got so many things over here. We have got this, we have got that, we have got this church, we have got this temple, we have got this masjid, we have got these ruins, forts. I can tell them technically, but I can also tell them in a historical way. And what I realized is, after doing all my programs, I got feedback, very good feedback, not from here but all over the world. But what I felt was, आताची भुरगीं जी आसा न्ही, they are Instagram kids. पयलीं आमकां एक कादंबरी घेवन नाल्यार बूक घेवन, नॉवल घेवन, we would read 2 days, 3 days, and कोणें विचारलें, I am reading this particular book, Robert Ludlum आणि आर्थर हेली आणि ते. We used to say that. आज कोण बुकां घेवंक वचना. ते Instagram. Within 1 minute, everything over. So, I am trying to make all this in encapsulated 3 pages, maximum 4 pages, so that
Attention span, basically.
Attention span, so that within that short thing, they get their brain cells get tickled. That is my point.
Okay. तुम्ही आयले, तुम्ही ह्या पुस्तका बद्दल उलयले. हे पुस्तक आनीक लोकां मेरेन पावचे, चडान चड लोकां मेरेन पावचे इज वॉट वी ऑल्सो एम एट. आनी त्या खातीरूच एक लास्ट गजाल, हें पुस्तक गोंयान आनी गोंया भायर जर लोकां मेरेन पावपाक जाय जाल्यार कशें पावचें हें एक सांगात.
हें बूक आतां आमचे एमेझॉन प्लॅटफॉर्म जे आसा न्ही, दॅट इट वील बी अवेलेबल. आनी गोंयान आमचे पणजेन भाटे ब्रदर्स आसात, वर्षा बुक स्टॉल, शिंगबाळ बुक स्टॉल, ब्रॉडवे इन पॅन्जीम, मागीर डॉग इयर्स एंड हय मडगांव आनी गोल्डन एम्पोरियम, आनी all the hotels which are there. I'm trying to contact Tanka, and I want to keep them there so that either they can give it to their guest or they can make a sale for it.
ह्यो काणयो ता मी जाणय हातूंतल्यान आमचे मेरेन पावोवपाचें काम व्हड वावर शिव धनुश्य पेलना अशें आमी म्हणूं येता. त्या खातीर संजीव बाब तुमी आयज हांगा आयले आनी तुमी आमचे कडेन
थँक्यू.
गजाली केल्योच पूण काणयोय सांगल्यो जो तुमचो हातखंडो आसा जातून तुमी एक्सपर्टीज आसात तुमची. ह्यो काणयो तुमचे मेरेनूय पावचो हो आमचो हावेस आसा आतां. आनी ह्या खातीर तुमी हें पुस्तक जें आसा तें मुजरत घेवचें आनी ह्यो काणयो मुखार पावोवच्यो. संजीव बाब हांगा आयले, तुमकां देव बरें करूं संजीव बाब.
थँक्यू.
आनी तुमी पळयतल्यांक सगळ्यांक देव बरें करूं.